Hello, 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 Sonny Bonani. While I'm still waiting for a couple of people to join me, let me see what is happening where and what. Um, Let me share this on my timeline as well. Hello. Hello. Ah. All right, that is done. That is out of the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are going to be doing this now at 8 p.m. going forward. I know I was coming live on this channel at 3 p.m. on Mondays, but starting today, I'm going to be coming on at this time. It is 8 p.m., 5 past 8 p.m. That is South African time. So that is where I am. That is where I am. What am I on about today? Today, I'm going to introduce the series that I'll be doing on over the next couple of weeks, starting next week, on the book that I wrote, A Plastic Man. This is the book I wrote and published in 2019. And then I'll be doing a series talking about some of the things that are in the book, the teachings, lessons, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So you can get your copy on Amazon. It is there. You can also get your copy through my assistant or through my emails. I will put all that under description so that you can have all that information. So without any further delay, let me just tell you about the book, what is written at the back about the book. I'm not going to read the part about the author. This book is about the imaginary person that serves as a distraction in one's life, therefore preventing one to see the beauty of life. In the book, the author shares how Plastic Man affected her in her journey of finding and keeping love, and how she found her freedom when she found far better than she expected herself. In the book, she explores beliefs that are self limiting, how they impacted her and others around her. But through changes that she had to make, she found the beauty of life that she almost completely forgot. That is what the book is about. The Plastic Man. The Plastic Man, and as I wrote in today's topic, Uguti, who or what is the plastic man in your life? Now, I've just given you an idea of what the plastic man, let me just quickly give you a brief. In the book, I also explained that the plastic man came to me. It's a man that I saw in a dream where this man was strangling my mother. So my mother and parents were sleeping, and then this person was strangling my mother. But he was a man made out of plastic. And when I woke up in the morning, I woke up, my own face was swayed to the left, and as if I had stroke. So from that day, how I perceived men, how I perceived myself, and how I perceived my dreams or my ability to dream changed altogether from that day, because I started seeing things in a different light from how I am or how they really were. I stopped seeing the beauty in me. I stopped seeing everything else that was beautiful about my life, but I could only see the bad things. And the fact that I had to go through a lot of other things, like for an example, sexual trauma, where I was sexually abused as early as age 4 when I was about to turn 5. So because of that as well, and as well as the trauma of being rejected while I was still in my mother's womb by my own biological father, already I came up with my own stories around men and around love and around myself already. So those particular stories, those things, those imaginations, those visions, those thoughts that I started thinking about myself, those are the things that stopped me from seeing the beauty of life for what it is. I started seeing life for, I started seeing all the wrong things, what was not right about me, what was not right about my life, what was not right about my parents' life, what was not right about men in general. So that is my I'm saying that is an imaginary, because it is the person that I created and I put unconsciously. It is this belief or this thing that I put unconsciously, because as a result of that trauma, the trauma that I went through when that, after seeing that dream. So that was the initial trauma, and all the other traumas that I had to go through, then all of that, then they became a picture that is behind in my mind, but I was not seeing. I was not realizing that it is impacting me and how I do life and how life is supposed to be. Then I walked around with a very wounded spirit. I walked around hating men. I walked, and unconsciously so. In my conscious mind, I believed that I loved men. I wanted to be in relationships, but whenever I was in a relationship, it was such a traumatic experience for me, in such a way that it will always end up in tears, always. And while it ends up in tears, I will be the one that is bringing up all the fights. I'll be the one that is always fighting about something. And it is only through me embarking on my own journey of healing that I then discovered, and I remembered. I don't like the word discovered, because it makes things as if you just discover something that was not there. No. I remembered. That's the word that I love using now, that I remembered some of the things that I were hidden behind my conscious self, but was there at the back of my brains or of my mind, as a picture that was playing automatically without me knowing and understanding what it is that was happening. So coming back to the subject of today, or the topic, it says, who and what is the plastic man? This plastic man, or what is this plastic man in your life? It is this perspective. It could come as a form of, most of the time it comes as a perspective that ends up becoming a behavioral pattern. It ends up becoming a character in some people, as because of this unconscious person that you are, and you are carrying, that you are not aware of, that is hindering you from seeing the life as the beauty as it is, your life as is. And I know we are going through a lot of things. Most of the people are going through a lot of things, and then we are thinking that no, there's no way there's beauty in this life, the life is horrible and so forth. But the truth of the matter is that life, being alive on its own, it is beautiful. It is such a beautiful experience. So that is what this plastic man is. Now, in this journey that I'm going to be embarking on with you, my viewers, my followers, please subscribe to my channel. Please invite your friends, share with other people. I'm going to be teaching and sharing on these learnings, on these things that I went through myself, that I had to unlearn and relearn, and heal from altogether. Let me just give you an example of one of the things that will be a topic for another, probably next week. I will see as I go through the what do they call it? I made notes in the book itself. As I go through those notes, I will see if where I start, which one I start with. But just for an example, one of the things that happened with me, I was carrying a belief that men, there are few men than women. Yabo? There are few men than women on this planet. And as a result, we cannot all have men, or we cannot all get our suitable partners, or are people that we can have this beautiful experience with. As a result, we had to share each other, the men that we have, with other people. Whether that is true or not, yes, I know the stats and stuff like that, but as you know, so the person that I'm married to is not born the same year that I was born in. So that shows that the person that you are meant to be with, they could be either younger than you or older than you. Oh, the same age. So meaning that there is particularly somebody that is there. So one of the things that I suffered a lot was that there are fewer men than women. Therefore, getting a one that was for me, it was a far-fetched fairy tale. Now, as I'm talking, in South Africa, there's this. I don't know if it is made a bill as yet, or it was just something that was under discussion. I don't remember now, but I know that now it is allowed for for a woman to take a polygamic to be in a polygamic relationship with men, meaning that a woman, I can have more than one husband. And now, if this belief that I had was true, that there are fewer men than women, how are we then, is this going to correct this situation that we are having at the moment? Now, these are the things that I'm going to be discussing in the next coming weeks with regards to some of these things that we are believing. You are in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship, but the crux of the matter is some of us don't believe the very things that we say we want. We don't believe in them. We don't believe they are available. We don't believe we are worthy of them. We don't believe they even exist. So as a result, we are sending contradictory messages to the universe that we do not want this, the very same thing that we say we want. So those are the things, the type of things that I'm going to be talking about in the next, taking from sharing first from my experience, sharing from my experience, my thoughts, what I believed, and how I had to go through, and what things came up as I was doing the work and embarking on my own healing. That is what is going to be happening. So this book is, as I've said, it's available on Amazon. It is my journey, my love story, everything about me, what you want to know about me, how I got to where I am now, where I am happily married with 3 kids, and I am in the space that I am in, whereas I have also suffered a lot of trauma. I have been in an emotionally abusive relationship. I was in a relationship where I was physically abused. I was in a relationship I was psychologically abused. And on top of all, I also suffered sexual trauma. So there is such a lot of things that I've been through, but I suffer through the work and the grace of God. I have found myself going through all the things and not staying there, which is what I believe and I hope to impart on you, that you're going to be following on this channel in the next couple of weeks. I only want these segments to be 15 minutes long, nothing no longer than that. So I will wrap up here today. I hope you understand. Please let me know on the description if you did understand who this plastic man, or if you can tell what is your plastic man, and if you've got any other more questions or things that maybe from what I've shared has just come up, then you can just put it there and then I will respond. And if it's something that needs a lot of explanation, then I will do a video just like this. I will see you next week, Monday, when we tackle another topic, a topic from here, a subject from here that will help you get better in your relationships. Other than that, from me to you today, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love. Bye-bye.